My name is Maddie Braddon from Lismore High School. I'm investigating the current local issue of coal seam gas in our area. As most people are aware, coal seam gas has the potential impact to affect our land, our waterways, our agriculture and our status as being the third most biodiverse region in all of Australia. An interview with Mayor Jenny Dowell and members of the public have shown how strongly this region is willing to fight against coal seam gas. Your stance on CSG, as you've just made quite clear, we've seen you at the rallies, we've heard you speak about the biodiversity of the region. How important is it in upholding that title, and how important is it that the community get involved?
Look, I think it's really important, and we've seen that already. The grassroots movement, when we saw 7,000 people marching through the city streets. I think if you'd taken 12 to 18 months ago, most people would never have heard the initial CSG or the word fracking. And now the community is really driving this, and those people are saying we don't want CSG.
At a school assembly recently, myself and a few others wanted to discuss CSG, encourage people to come along to the rally. We were told that we can't explain anything in detail, we can't tell the school what CSG actually is because it was too political. Do you think that the issue is too controversial for public schools?
Look, I don't want to go into the policy of your particular school or criticise your leadership, but I am surprised. Over at Gunnellabar Sports and Aquatic Centre at the moment, we've got an art competition for primary school students, 120 pieces of work about Imagine Lismore into the future. If you go over and have a look at there are artworks from primary school children with a no CSG message. That's clearly come from, they may have done the work at home, they may have done the work at school, but it's been sent in from the schools. So the primary schools are engaging on this issue.
A lot of people can't vote yet. What do you think young people can do?
Look, I think there's a few things. First of all, being informed, going to the rallies, going to the public meetings, having letters to the editor, some of the traditional ways, getting involved in social media, the Facebook pages for CSG Free Dunoon, CSG Free Northern Rivers, all those pages, the environmental pages and Twitter and things like that. Young people engage in that space really, really well, and increasingly more older people are too. So there's those avenues, letters to the politicians, putting your point of view, but also I'm assuming at school you would have a chance to run an informal meeting at lunchtime, not perhaps at the assembly, but to gather people around to talk about it and get a collective view and an action there, making sure it doesn't break the law and those sorts of things. There are other ways. Yes, you have to be 18 to vote, but there are other ways to engage in this space, and I can tell you politicians at all levels of government listen to young people too.